Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are here for my people who suffer with period cramps. So we're gonna do a little bit of focus around the hips, around the groin, just some really lovely juicy stretches that we can do at that time of the month just to help release some tension and pain. So if you want to get anything that you would like to use in your practice, maybe you've got your hot water bottle close by, your pillows, your favorite blanket, anything that feels really soothing and comfortable, feel free to grab it now and set the space as you like. So I've got my trusty bolster with me today. So if you want to get your cushions, we're all going to start in a child's pose. So just running the bolster down the torso, taking the knees as wide as feels comfortable, and maybe turning onto one cheek or onto the forehead. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out anything that you're holding onto. Any tension in the body, any pain. Taking a full long exhale. Arriving to the mat with some compassion for yourself today, knowing that it might not be the strongest or the most exciting practice ever, but just knowing what to give your body at this time. Really tuning into whatever it is that you're feeling. Any emotions that are coming up during this time. And if you've turned your cheek to one side, just turning it over to the other side, finding that equal rotation through the top of the neck. And taking a full deep breath on this side as well. Really melting into your bolster, your cushion, your blanket, whatever it is that is assisting you in your practice today. Finding comfort in whatever you can, and honor this time as a time of softness, as a time of introspection, as a time of clarity. Okay, and starting to peel yourselves away from your bolster and just rolling it over to one side. You can come back to it later into the practice. And walk the hands back down to the top corners of the mat, or maybe you're on your bed. And we're going to start to roll the weight forward. Take an inhale and round through the back. And as we exhale, walking the hands a little bit further away, finding space all through the front body. Let's ripple the movement here. Start to inhale really slowly and considerably. Start to ripple the spine up. And exhale, melt the navel back down towards the earth. Let's take it really nice and slow. A couple more in your own time. Following the breath, exhale. Final one. And exhale, soften it all the way down towards the floor. And start to inhale, bring the hands back to your tabletop where they came from. We're just going to step that right foot outside the right hand. Don't worry about the transition there, just getting there in your own way. And finding your lizard lunge, so you can drop down to the left knee if that feels nice. You can bring some blocks underneath the hands to bring the floor to you. And just really leaning into that hip space, the left hip flexor. If you like, you can always drop down to the forearms. And you can make this really nice and soft if you like. You can always allow that right knee just to drop out to the side a bit. Melt into the asana, melt into the space. And try not to have too many expectations of yourself. Just arrive really kind to yourself with no judgment today. Let's take one more deep breath here. Inhale. Let it go and exhale. Well done, everyone. Coming back up to the hands, we're going to find our way to a malasana. So bringing that left foot towards the top of the mat as well. Turn the knees and the toes out, and then just drop the sit bones down towards the floor. If this is a bit intense, there can be some blocks underneath the sit bones, and you can take this one into more of a restorative malasana. Slightly more supported here. Bringing the hands to prayer at heart center. Maybe the eyes close if that feels quite nice. Again, moments for introspection here. One more full deep breath, inhale. Let it wash out the body, exhale. Nice, everyone. Okay, we're going to take our lizard over to the left. So bring your blocks back where they came from. Step the right foot back. Drop down towards the right knee. Press into the hands just to find some space here. And then maybe that left knee just starts to drop out. Don't worry about your form. Try and let go of all of that for today. Maybe there is some intuitive movements that want to happen within each asana as well. So feel free to follow your own intuition here. Maybe dropping to the forearms. Final breath. And exhale. Nice, everyone. Okay, pressing back into the hands. Let's arrive for our malasana at the top of the mat. And bringing your blocks with you if you would like. We're going to start to roll up through the spine from here. Heel toe the feet a little bit closer. Take a nice ragdoll forward fold. Shifting the weight from side to side. And from here, we're simply just going to step the left foot back, turn all the toes to face the left. And let's all rise for our goddess. Find length through the arms and exhale, bend in towards the knees. Sit the tailbone nice and low, maybe sway from side to side. And once you feel like coming to a place of stillness, you can meet me here. Let's take an inhale, press into the hands. As you exhale, drop the left shoulder into that empty space between the legs. Come up and inhale. And exhale, right shoulder. Nice, everyone. Come up, inhale. Next, exhale, bend into the right knee. Make a skandasana. So you can again keep this one nice and low towards the floor if you like. Drop to forearms, blocks underneath the forearms. Keep it lovely and soft. You can even drop the forehead as well. Next, inhale. And exhale. Turn towards that right leg. It's going to be a pigeon. So dropping the right shin down towards the floor. Press into the hands. Maybe lift the heart here. Might feel quite nice and lengthening through the abdomen. And then start to walk it forward. So you can make a pillow out of the hands. Drop the forehead. Really ease into that right outer glute, left hip flexor. Taking a full deep breath wherever you are. And exhale, release. Okay, walking the hands back up where they came from. Just coming back towards the feet, turn them all to face the same direction again. Let's find and meet in our goddess pose, bringing the hands down towards the thighs. We're just going to take it straight towards the other side. So start to bend into the left knee, take your skandasana down towards the floor. Maybe there's a nice passive fold in there somewhere. I'm just trying to keep all of this pretty close to the ground today. So working into the hips, but also keeping it not too energetic. Nice and low, nice and introspective. Let's take one more breath. And prepare for our pigeon to the left. So just rotating the body. Let's drop the left shin down towards the floor. Press into the fingers as the right foot slides back and away. Lengthen through the abdomen. And move all the body weight forward on your exhale. And just tuning into the rhythm of your body. What comes up for you in this experience? Know that it will pass. Sometimes this time of the month can feel like complete turmoil, but know that it won't be like this for too much longer. And just being gentle with yourself, having patience for yourself. Okay, let's all start to rise. And we're going to meet in our Baddha Konasana legs. So bringing the soles of the feet together here. And initially, we're just going to take it into a really lovely passive fold. So rounding into the back, take the heels nice and far away from the groin. And maybe there's another bolster in there for you. You can take it more yin style. And just find a nice softness into the hips and into the back. And thanking yourself for even just moving today for you, for your body, to help yourself move through this phase. Sometimes can be the hardest thing to do. Starting to peel the weight away from your bolster. And from here, you can keep your bolster with you. You can take it into more of a back bend variation if this feels nice. It's going to feel quite opening into the front body and the abdomen. Otherwise, you can completely get rid of your bolster or your cushions if you like. Keep the legs as they are and then just start to drape the body weight back onto the bolster. And there can be some extra support underneath the backs of the thighs. Take the arms nice and wide. Palms can face up or face down. Bringing your energy, your attention to the body parts that need it the most right now. And just thanking our body for moving through this cyclical nature of life. And if this shape feels quite restorative for you, feels nice and opening and releasing, you can stay here for a bit longer. Otherwise, if you want to find your way to your Shavasana, just peel off of your bolster, close the legs, and then return onto your backs, bringing the legs out nice and wide, making any adjustments that you need to make to enjoy the next couple of minutes. It might actually feel quite nice to place both hands towards the abdomen, the lower abdomen. And breathing into the space with your inhale, really visualize sending it down to the groin area, down to the pelvis. Releasing anything that needs to be released physically, emotionally, energetically on your exhales. And using this time, this phase, as your body trying to tell you something. Maybe there are things arising that maybe you need to take a look at in day-to-day life. Maybe things that are bothering you. I often find that this time of the month shows me everything that I need to know about the rest of the month. So just being aware of the subtleties. Showing yourself some love, some gratitude, some kindness today. Let's take a full body stretch, reaching the arms up and over the head. Really finding length through the abdomen, through the torso. Nice stretch into the deep core. And curling the knees towards the chest. Give yourself a big, big squeeze. And then slowly dropping onto one side. Make these transitions really lovely and slow for yourself today. Easing yourself back in, taking all the time that you need. And maybe arriving to a comfortable seat if you're coming there with me, otherwise staying just as you are. Let's bring both our hands back to our lower abdomen. Arriving back to this space of compassion, kindness, patience for yourself. Let's bring our prayer to our heart space, thanking ourselves for our body and all the things that it does for us. And bow down to earth to close your practice today, sending you all love. It was a pleasure to guide you as always.